5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, what is up, you guys? Tom is back with another LinScents video. Before I get into the video today, I just want to say thank you guys again. It is an honor to be playing on your electronic devices, whether it's that tablet, that cell phone, that big screen TV, whatever it is. I'm honored to be playing on it. Today is actually a two-parter, okay? Now this is I got a fragrance, and I just subscribed to a new subscription plan. So I'll be giving you guys kind of like a first impression on both of those. Now, when it comes to men's fashion, okay, there are a few things that can make a statement on a man. One is fragrance that can easily make any kind of statement. That's why they got fragrances that are called signature scents, one where you kind of wear and everyone just knows that's you because that's what you smell like a lot. And then one more thing is a nice watch. Those two right there are big statement pieces, especially when you walk into a room or anything like that. Maybe you're going on a first date, you got a nice watch, you got a nice fragrance on. Both of those are really nice statement pieces. Now, another thing what I like to wear as well is once in a while I like to get one nice little necklace. You know, it doesn't have to be too big and gaudy, something like this, nice little cross, or you know, silver, anything like that, or gold. Get you this one of them gold ones with that. I like these little kind of like these like braided, I think they're called like a braided necklace. I like these a lot because they kind of look real shiny depending on when the light hits it. So these are also nice. And a bracelet. Men, go out there, wear them bracelets. I think the bracelets look pretty dope. You get nice little cheap ones like this on Amazon. Looks very nice. You wear a watch on the other side, kind of like maybe put a couple of leather ones right on the other side of these, on both sides, then get yourself a nice little watch on the other side, nice leather watch, and then you are definitely accessorizing yourself. So those are my two favorite things to, or three favorite things to use as far as jewelry goes. Okay, nice little bracelet, nice necklace, and a nice watch. Okay, now with that being said, I do have a first impressions on a subscription plan, okay? And again, I just said a watch, okay? I love watches. Got about 10 of them in the collection so far. And the smartwatch, which is the Samsung right here, this is pretty much my daily watch. Reason why I consider these daily watches is because you can pretty much do anything with these, and you can pretty much wear them at any time. They're very versatile. Now the only thing is with some of these, unless you got like a nice because a lot of these are usually used with the little rubber bands, but if you got a nice little leather band, it'll go well on like a nice date night. So a nice watch is a nice thing to have. So with that being said, again, Facebook, darn you Facebook, how do you know what I'm looking for, you guys? You guys are just snooping through my phone when I'm asleep or something, who knows? But they had a watch subscription plan. Now these have been around for quite a while now, probably like for the last 5 or so years. Now this one is called Wrist Mafia, and now for the first month you're gonna get 10% off. Okay, you sign up, you get 10% off. It's gonna be about $30. Your first month's gonna be about 25 to 30 bucks with 10% off, give or take. After that, it's gonna be about 30 to 35 bucks, which includes shipping. And what they do is they ship you out a brand new watch every 15th day of the month. Okay, so today is actually the 15th, and by God, I actually got the watch right here. Now, the ad says that most of these watches retail for about $100. Now, yes, that sounds like all gravy and all, but watches sometimes retail for $100 at Ross as well, and the next thing you know, you're getting them for like 20 bucks at Ross, or $20 at Marshalls or TJ Maxx, whatnot. So when you see the $100, it doesn't mean you're gonna get like some kind of Bravado or Movado, whatever it's called, the Movado watch, or a Tissot, or maybe a nice Casio. They make watches still, or a Timex piece, or a nice, man, remember the Geneva watches back in the day, the nice iced out watches? Those were pretty badass too. Okay, so this is Wrist Mafia. Again, they are based out of West Palm Beach, Florida. And again, every 15th day of the month, you will receive a brand new watch that you are able to keep. Now, the only thing I wish they would have had on there, and maybe I didn't see it on the website, but I wish they would have asked, like, what kind of watches do you prefer? Like, give me a few pictures of watches that I would prefer, because a lot of times I like the metal bands, the wooden bands. I will take an occasional leather band as well, but it has to have the right face on it. I don't like those ones that are kind of look like an old school watch, like a leather, and it's got that white face. I kind of don't like those that much, so kind of wish they gave you an option to pick like your favorite style of watches, but it wasn't there. But here we go. This is Wrist Mafia, and this is a first impression. This is the first watch from this company that I'm getting. Now, one thing I can say is that it doesn't, the watch that I'm holding right here does not feel that heavy. So now, when I flip it around, it's not going to say Wrist Mafia. I'm assuming this is the actual company that I'm getting the watch from. Now, I'm not sure how they get their watches. Maybe they get a crap load of watches that didn't sell in stores, and then now they're selling it. I don't know how that works. But this one is called Deuce, or Dews. It's Deuce or Dews, I don't know. But here is the box. And again, the watch does not feel that heavy in this box at all. It feels really light. Like this, honestly, the smartwatch feels heavier than this whole box and the watch on the inside. So we're not opening it yet, but when we do, so right now, kind of on the disappointed level right now, just because, again, wasn't able to pick out an exact like style of watch that I like, and now this thing is kind of light. So here we go. Let's see. Maybe it will change my mind the way the watch looks. I don't know. And again, you guys just seen, I just opened that, so this is not a watch that I've seen just yet. But here we go. And there you go. Just exactly like I said, leather band. And I was assuming this was most likely going to be leather with that weight. I do like a nice leather watch. Nice brown leather, nice chocolate skin, nice black leather, which is very nice. And this one is the brown leather, and it came in the package just like this. Now, this says Deuce or Dews, I don't know, but that is the company, the name of the watch that I got. Okay, here comes the watch. I'm gonna see if there's anything else in this box. No, there isn't. But here is the first watch that I received in this company. And actually, you know, I'm kind of digging this watch, actually. It says genuine leather on the back. We do have that stainless steel on the back. Get that little plastic piece out so we can set the timer on here. Make sure everything works. But let's see what that's all about. And, I think that's actually a pretty cool deal. You can always cancel at any time with the watches. Most likely, if you cancel, like if I were to cancel now, I actually paid for this first watch, so I wouldn't have to own anything else. But if you paid $30 like next month and then you try to cancel, you're most likely going to get that watch. Then you just won't get a watch for the following month. But this one is very light. The leather actually feels somewhat decent. The one reason why I don't like leather is because when they do start bending up again, you get those creases in those watches, and sometimes they just are plain stiff, especially a brand new watch. That's the reason why sometimes I like the metal watches a little bit more than the leather. But the leather is a nice watch because there's something about a nice leather watch that screams like a nice statement piece. And you got that nice leather band. Let's see if we can get this damn thing to click into place, and we do. We got it all strapped up. And now, one thing I do kind of like about this watch, it's, I said it was light when you're holding it, and it is very light when you hold it. But that's also a good thing when it's on your wrist, because you don't want something that's too heavy sometimes. Sometimes it's one of those watches that's just a little bit too heavy on the wrist, but this one has a nice weight to it. Again, it's that Dews or Deuce Skeleton Edition. And man, actually, I'm kind of digging this watch. What do you guys think of that? It's kind of got like this almost gold band all the way around the watch. The face band is kind of gold looking. I'm not sure if that's real gold. Probably not. But I'm actually digging this one. This nice brown leather with that gold actually looks very nice. That'd be nice with a nice blazer jacket, or even like a nice, maybe you just want to wear a nice all black t-shirt, and you just, again, with that, get yourself a nice little bracelet to match this watch, and that looks so damn good, you guys. But that is Wrist Mafia. Again, we'll do another video when I get the next watch just to see where they are all at. But thus far, I'm, with the watch, I'm satisfied with the watch. The overall company, again, maybe give us a selection of watches that we kind of prefer. Give us something in that nature. And then I think that would help out a lot as well. Almost kind of just like if you guys think about like the scent box or scent bar like that, they kind of give you a selection. They ask you to pick a variety of different fragrances that you like, and then they go based off of that, and then they send you what you like. So that was that. Again, Wrist Mafia, $30 your first month. After that, you're looking at about 30 to 35, give or take. That does include shipping. That's out of Florida, and again, every 15th day of the month. Now, with that being said, I did also say that fragrance is another thing that can make a bold statement as far as a man. When a man walks into a room, that nice watch, that nice outfit, that nice blazer, that nice pair of pants, those slacks, those dress shoes, then you got that fragrance that makes the heads turn. And I'm hoping that is the case with this fragrance right here. And this is from Vurv. And I'm not sure if this is Latafa, like they're like one of their lineups, but it does say Vurv here. When I bought it on eBay, I thought it said Latafa as well, but maybe not. But this is Vurv. This is an Arabian fragrance house. This is made in the UAE. And then we do have the batch code and stuff when this was created back in 2018. It says I got until 2013 to enjoy this fragrance at its finest level. So this is Mythos Intense. Now, you guys already know the one fragrance that has that word myth in it, the best fragrance that I know of. Maybe you guys know something different. This right here is the king of any fragrance with the word myth in it. Okay, mythical. This right here is amazing, man. I actually took this to the gas station the other day, and the guy seen my shirt. The clerk seen my shirt, and he said, "Oh, you're a YouTuber?" And I said, "Yeah, kind of doing the fragrance reviews." And obviously he was Arab as well. He's Indian. And I told him about this one. Sprayed this right there, and he was blown away. He's never even heard of this fragrance. But I'm telling you guys, anyone who smells this, mostly everyone is blown away by this fragrance. So if you guys don't have it, go out there and grab it, or go check out my video. So here we go. This one is Mythos by Vurv, V-U-R-V, again, Arabian house, made in the UAE. And this one has some neroli, some mandarin orange, some pepper, some mint, some sage, some lavender, some white musk, and sandalwood. So that all sounds pretty good to me. That sounds like it's going to be a nice, classy, maybe a nice day out, maybe a nice, classy wedding style fragrance. Who knows? Maybe a nice office scent. Let's see what this is all about. Big shout out to the guy at eBay that I keep buying from. This guy is always doing it big. He's always generous enough to send me a few extra bottles to sample. He doesn't ask for nothing. He's just, I've been working with him for the longest time, for the last, year or so, and he's always been so nice with me, and he's always willing to give you some suggestions. But here we go. This is that Mythos Intense, and look at the bottle. This is a weird looking bottle. It's almost like a big H right there in between, even though this says Mythos. Maybe that H is right there, and maybe there's an M somewhere on this bottle that I'm not seeing, but maybe that H stands for hellaciously good. But here we go. This is that Mythos Intense, pretty cool looking bottle. And at the bottom, there is no badge code stuff, but there was on the box. So here we go. Mythos, this does have like a kind of like a, like these little balls on the bottle. It does feel kind of, it's got this nice ball texture, kind of weird texture, but at the top, Vurv, right there. So here we go. The cap is actually pretty cheap. It's not going to stay in place, so don't grab that and go shaking it around like a pair of maracas, or else you will be in trouble. Now, this one does not have, it does have a pretty thick piece of glass on the side right here, too. So remember, if you guys do drop it, try to I don't know how you just want to drop it, but if you were going to drop it, try to drop it on these corners. Maybe you'll get a crack out of there and you still be able to save some of that juice. However, once those bottles get cracked, the bottles are just completely ugly. Just sucks. But here we go. Spray it away. It is a pressure sensitive atomizer. It's not the best one, but it does do what it's supposed to do. And, ooh, man. Go at this one more time. Okay, this is definitely, that is definitely a nice, classy fragrance, okay? This is a nice, classy, gentleman-y type fragrance. That neroli and that mandarin orange, and what I'm really getting is that sage, which is adding this nice herbiness to this fragrance. Now, there is a slight sweetness. Most likely that's coming from, now, if this is mandarin orange, you do got kind of that citrusy, and then sometimes mandarin oranges do have that sweetness as well, because there's just a touch of sweetness coming from this fragrance. But the star so far on this one is that neroli, that floral, that nice, fresh, light, crisp floral with that mandarin orange. And then that sage is very nice in here, you guys. As it's kind of drying down a little bit. Now it's still pretty strong. That neroli, that sage is very nice. That orange. You're starting to get a little bit of that sandalwood, which kind of gives it this creamy, woody vibe, okay? I am starting to get some of that mint now. There's a slight bit of mint. It's not as pronounced as something like a Versace Eros when you kind of really smell that mint, but it is there. It's a slight smell of mint. But what I think that mint does is it kind of cools the fragrance down a little bit. Okay, so got that neroli, you got that mandarin orange, giving it this nice floral, citrusy smell. That sage adds this nice little herbiness to it. And that mint kind of cools everything together, which is very nice, you guys. Again, this one is going to be a warmer weather fragrance. Now, I'm not saying go out there in the middle of Dubai or something and spray this, because honestly, when it's that damn hot, I don't care. I'm not trying to be around people anyways, just smell them anyways. But this one is going to be that warmer weather fragrance, okay? Anything above 60 degrees, you can wear this, okay? You can wear it in the fall as well, but this is really going to shine in that 70 to 80 degree range, okay? Somewhere around there. Daytime wear, okay? This even screams, it's classy, but it also has this nice, easygoing smell as well to it. So this you can wear at a classy, elegant wedding in the daytime, or you can just wear it going to the store, anything like that. It's going to be fine for both occasions. Again, the sandalwood is definitely, again, adding this nice, creamy woodiness to this fragrance. I like it. Now, the only problem with this, though, is when I sprayed it in the air, there was this really beautiful smell, okay? Now, unlike this bad boy right here, if you have this fragrance, you know what I'm talking about. When you spray this on, it is that scent trail that lingers throughout the air that, to me, what makes this fragrance a superstar, okay? The scent trail, the projection, the longevity, the performance, everything about this fragrance is superb, okay? There's no intense on here. It just says mythical, okay? This one says intense. However, I don't feel like it is intense. It's a great smelling fragrance. Don't get me wrong. This was about 35 bucks. Again, best offer. That's what I offered. 35 bucks. It was about 40, I believe. The woods and stuff, the neroli, the sage in here, the slight bit of mint that you get, it's all very nice. Very, very nice, okay? Again, easy to wear fragrance. In the fall, spring, summer, right around there. Winter, only if you're maybe going into the office, then you can wear that. But here's the problem with this one again. It says intense, and it doesn't kind of come off intense to me. It kind of comes off just as... And when I say intense, I want something that's just popping, that's screaming. This should have the word intense because it pops off the skin. It projects. That's what I think of when I hear intense. I want something that punches you in the face. And this one, although the smell is excellent, I just don't feel like it deserves the name intense. So you got to take that with a grain of salt. You can grab it. It's still going to smell good. Again, for the office wear, maybe for a nice daytime wedding, maybe even a nice relaxing night out with the wifey or the friends, whatever. You can wear this. It's going to work all well for any occasion. The problem is, if you are a true fragrance connoisseur and you've collected so many different fragrances, you got the intenses, you got the super strongs, the ultra fragrances, all that. When you see the word intense, you want something that pops. You want something that kind of lingers. You want something that is a beastie projection, that loud, obnoxious kind of smell sometimes. And this one just does not cut it in that facet. But other than that, the fragrance is actually pretty decent. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this long-ass video. Try to make it a little faster, but hey, I wanted to go over everything. One with the subscription, the monthly subscription. Now, if you guys love watches, definitely check that out, okay? Now, the beauty of this, again, is, yes, I would have loved to give them a few ideas of watches that I like, but it's also cool to be kind of surprised to see what you're going to get every month. So every 15th day of the month, I got something to look forward to in the mail. A nice watch, whatever the watch is, it'll be there for me. But there you guys go. Watch Mafia and Vurv Mythos Intense. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you guys did, hit the likes, comment, and subscribe, and watch me do a thumbnail.